Hello friends, welcome to Edupedia World. In this tutorial, we'll be creating the interfaces in our Eclipse IDE. In last tutorial, we have already seen how to create abstract classes, so let's see how to create an interface. Now let's open our Eclipse IDE and try to create an interface. Okay guys, this is my Eclipse IDE. Over here you can see I have created a class called interface example, and in this example I'll be creating my main method, and let me create another class which will be my interface. So you can see over here you do have an option to create new Java classes. Let me see if we do have an option over here to create an interface. So I'm just going to do other and I'm going to search for the interface. So yeah, we do have that option, but I'm going to manually create it so you can see like how you can do that. I'm going to simply change the shape abstract class that we have created last time from abstract class to the interface. So let me do that. So you can see now we do have a shape interface, public interface shape. So what you can see is over here it's giving me an error in the constructor. So yeah, that's the thing with the interface, that interface cannot have the constructor. So I need to remove this. Fine. Constructor interface can have a static method, but yeah, again, you cannot create the object of interface. Then interface can also have main method, which is absolutely fine. As of now, I'm going to just comment it out or remove this out. Then you can see we do have two abstract methods, that is void row and void color. In case of interface, it's not compulsory to attach abstract keyword because every method in an interface is implicitly public and abstract. So even if you don't write, the compiler will still consider it as a public and abstract method. Now you can see like I can also go and create some of the constants that are data members. So yeah, I can simply do like int count. Fine. So you can see it's giving me an error. Why so? It's saying blank final field count may not have been initiated. Why so? Because every the data member that we create in an interface is acted as a public, final, and static constant. So basically, you need to actually initialize it. You cannot have a public, static, and final. Basically, it's about final constant as not initialized. So I'm going to initialize it. As soon as I'm going to initialize it, the error is gone. So you need to initialize your constants in interface. Fine. So basically, you have to make a constant. You cannot just simply create a variable without initializing it. So now it's fine. Now let's go to the implementation classes. You can see it's giving us an error because it's saying change extend to implement. Yes, that's what I'm going to do because shape is now my interface. Now interface need to be implemented, not extended. So that's why I'll be using the keyword implement. And over here you can see it's giving me an error if I'm, like overriding it. Why so? It's saying me change the method visibility to public. Why so? Because I told you like the methods that are in shape are actually implicitly public. So if these are implicitly public and abstract, then the classes that are, implementing it cannot have a, you can say, a restrictive visibility. So either it has to be public or something, more open or less restrictive to public. And public is like uh, something that you cannot have anything more less restrictive than public. So public is the least level of restrictivity applied. So that's why all the classes that are implementing the methods of our interface need to be public. It cannot be anything less than public. So now rectangle class is fine. Let me also correct these things in the circle class. So let me just change it and let me just add public, change the visibility of draw and color to public. So if I do that, the errors are gone. So this is how you create an interface in Java. I hope so. This looks absolutely fine. Now let me just Okay, this class was main abstract. Now, yeah, I think I should rename it because now I'm creating an interface. So let me just go and rename this class firstly. So instead of main abstract, I'm going to put main interface. Fine. So this is done. You can see that here I'm getting an error. Why? So because it is saying change the access to static using shape. So when it was an abstract class, we were able to call rec.shade since shade was a static method. Although it was giving us a warning, but it was legal. But over here, it's giving us an error. It's saying change access to static using shape declaration type. So that means I need to change the access to static. So yeah, this is fine. Although this won't allow us to call it using a rect object, but I can call it using the shape because shape is like a interface and you can call it method. Okay, now let me just try to run it and see like what's the output. So first of all, the constructor of rectangle is called. So over here you can see we did remove the constructor of shape because interface cannot have a constructor. Okay, so that's why the constructor of rectangle get called. Then drawing a rectangle, color my rectangle, which is fine. Then shade the shape. So over here the static method of shade is getting called, which is fine. And then drawing a circle. So I hope so creating the interface was a fun and yeah, so that was about interface. One more thing I want to show you is can a interface extend or implement something else? Well, yes, it can. So basically, interface can extend another interface. So this is something like it can do. It can only and only extend with. It cannot implement anything, and it can only extend the interface, not a class. Fine. So extends and the interface that let me just first create an interface. So over here I'm going to create this way rather than okay. So interface and the name I'm giving it is like my interface. Fine. And now okay, it's saying my interface is already defined, so I might have already defined it now. No worries, let me change the name to my interface. So now it's fine. My interface is an interface, okay. In this interface, definitely you can define anything, whatever you want. So now let me just, create a void method. So this is just a general method which I have created. And now let me go to the shape one. And in this, I'm going to extend my interface. So I've extended another interface in this class. So it's absolutely fine to, extend another interface in one of our interface, but then in your concrete classes, that is the classes that are implementing shape must also implement the method defined in my interface. So that's why rectangle is giving us an error. So it is saying add unimplemented method. So I am going to do that. I'm going to, provide a definition of method. So and same with the circle. So yeah, now we are good. And since we have implemented it, so it's not giving us any error now. Okay, and now let me just although I've changed the abstract class, now let me just also create the abstract class just to show you. My ABS is the abstract class that I'm creating. So again, let me just do like void math abs. Okay, so over here I have to either add the body or change it to abstract, and if I change it to abstract then I have to make my class abstract. So this is what I want to do, and now let me just try to extend the interface in this. So can what can I do is like in an abstract class I can basically because it's abstract class, so if I actually implement the interface, so the way I do with the other classes, let me just implement it. Implement, I'm going to implement shape. Okay, so you can see it's giving me some of the error. Okay, so yeah, now it's fine. So you can see we can implement the interface into the abstract class, but we cannot extend it. So if I try to just like extends, it won't allow me because the interface can only be implemented to a class. So even if it's an abstract class, it is still a class, so we can implement. Okay, and since we are implementing the shape, we do have a choice either to what we can do is, or let me just show you another one. My interf would be a better choice in this case. Okay, from my interf is just having one method, which is void math. Now either I can provide the definition of math over here, and if I'm not going to do that, then in whichever class I'm actually creating a concrete class for my apps, I have to provide the definition over here. Fine. So I hope you got it and you have enjoyed creating an interface and abstract class with us. Okay. So now, okay guys, so thank you very much. Let's meet in the next tutorial.